Hi, everyone. It's Sharna, and this is a Lead and Follow Quick Tips bonus episode featuring one practice you can try out this week to improve your relationships at work. Your Lead and Follow coaching tip for today is focus your email. I recently received an autoresponder email message from a colleague that read, and I am not kidding about this, quote, "I'm out of the office this week, and your message will be deleted. If you'd like a response, please resend your message after next Monday when I return," unquote. Your message will be deleted. This is probably the most extreme example I've seen of email management, but I share it to illustrate an important point. We are all drowning in an excessive flood of email. You probably receive hundreds of email messages every week. Maybe you receive hundreds every day. And there's no way you can read them all. In fact, in addition to the latest spam blockers and content filters, there's still a certain amount of time and effort required to figure out what email you need to read before you actually read any of it. So, knowing this situation, you can make it easier for your coworkers to read and respond to your messages with a couple of guidelines. These won't work in all situations, but they will cover you for the majority of everyday work exchanges. First, whenever possible, follow the rule of one topic per message. This makes it easy for people to organize your message by category and especially by time sensitivity. If you ask someone for two pieces of information, one of which you need today and the other of which you need next week, that makes your message harder to organize, and you'll probably get either one or neither of your questions answered. If you send them separately, not only is each one shorter, which is almost always better, but the person will have an easier time mentally dropping them into the appropriate buckets and responding to them in the appropriate time frame. Second, if you do have several related questions pertaining to the same project or the same deadline, use a numbered list so that your reader can more quickly and easily take in what you are asking for. You'll often get an itemized response in return, following your original list, which also makes it easier for you. Third, whenever possible, keep your messages to 5 sentences or less, stating your purpose, your request, and any time constraints. If you have additional relevant reference material, attach it or list it below your main message, separated by an asterisk or some other obvious character. Too much text is overwhelming, and people will not read it, especially if it's not necessary. There is definitely a skill to writing concisely, and it is most definitely a skill that you want to have no matter what your work environment. I promise that once you start restricting yourself to 5 sentences, it will get easier and easier. And finally, fourth, being crisp and focused in your language does not mean being rude. It's still important to be polite and positive, even while you avoid unnecessary explanations or filler language. Remember to use the person's name at the top of your message and include a thank you at the end. Here's a quick tip within a tip. Include thank you or thanks in your automatic signature. Try this out, experiment, and let me know how it goes. If you'd like to learn more, check out the main episodes, where I talk with educators, consultants, artists, and researchers about how they experience leadership and followership dynamics. Or pick up a copy of my book, Lead and Follow. It's available everywhere. And if you're interested in coaching for yourself or your team, please reach out anytime. I'd love to help.